For people who don't answer anything, why are you uploading a post but not answering the post?
Normally too late.
Too many comments to get noticed, usually already top threads with high comments.
Reasons are as follows. 1. Someone had the answer before us. 2. We don't have an answer but are curious. 3. Upvotes do more for karma than comments.
Sometimes I don't have a good answer, but think it's a good post.
Hash.
I want to comment most of the time, but people can be really nasty for no reason, so I get super anxious leaving a comment and end up erasing the text or deleting the comment.
General irrational anxiety.
Have you ever woke up in the middle of a dream and it was so interesting that you wanted to go back to sleep and finish it? If so, what was it?
Me and the president of Iran invaded Japan. All on our own. Only us.
It was me being able to fly. The thing is that I remember what I had to do in order to fly. Just put force on your legs and boom, off the ground. It feels satisfying to fly in your dreams. It just feels like you're actually flying.
Every morning, I wake up and wish that I was wherever else I happen to be before I open my eyes.
People who have had friends stab you in the back, what is the story?
Best friend stopped talking to me after my dad died. Took the whole friend group with him. Apparently I was too emotional. I was 13. Having my entire friend group walk away from me when I was in such a shitty place stuck with me forever.
She slept with my boyfriend because she thought she was in love with me. Blackest shit I ever did hear.
He accused me of sexually assaulting his younger sister, who was basically my little sister too, at the time. It's completely false and it's the most mind-boggling thing that's ever happened to me.
You are made to stand on a stage and asked to talk about anything for 5 minutes. You get killed if the audience gets bored. What are you talking about?
I'll talk about all the embarrassing things I did. A lot of people love to see others humiliating themselves. How the fuck I ended up in that situation.
If anyone is dissatisfied with the talk, a bomb will blow up this whole area. They would be very anxious then.
I'd talk about the assassin who wants me dead, but will let me live if I give an interesting 5-minute presentation.
I teach middle school. That one's easy.
I say my final words.
Attractive teachers of Reddit, did you know which students had a crush on you, and what is the strangest or most inappropriate thing you overheard said about you?
A female teacher of mine was told by a student, during an exam, to sit down, because if he sees her body his blood is rushing into other directions, instead of his head.
Wait, you guys have attractive teachers?
A girl said to her friends, "Mr. Teacher has a dog." It was kinda quiet, but I heard it. I turned around and gave her a WTF look. She got super embarrassed. I felt weird.
At my school the students knew which teachers had a crush on students.
A student stole me a bottle of vodka and left it on my desk with a love heart carved around it.
When I was on placement I was told to stay away and keep my distance from a student because he was caught masturbating in the previous week. I laughed a lot considering the kid was in year 6.
Service members of Reddit, what is your worst military wife story?
Got back from an 8-month deployment. Buddy's wife was 6 months pregnant.
Heard one not long ago about a lieutenant's wife who copped an attitude when informed that her husband did not qualify her for general officer only parking.
What screams I am upper class?
Being enormously more concerned about how long something will take to get done, rather than how much it will cost. Edit, when the dollar amounts in question are very large. Signing up for Amazon Prime doesn't make you part of the 1%.
Live and made. or their teenage kid has their own new sports car at 16.
Frequency of travels. I work around a ton of upper-class people and many of them travel so much they are practically locals at some restaurants. They also focus on lesser-known, yet elaborate spots.
Everyone says things are overrated or underrated. What are things that are perfectly rated?
There used to be a restaurant near me called 3-Star Pizza and I agree. It was alright, not bad.
National parks are a swarming clusterfuck of clueless humanity. But they're so damn crowded because they're spectacular.
Rain. Sometimes we like it, sometimes we don't.
Bread.
The Emoji Movie was exactly as bad as everyone said it was.
What's the most dense a friend of yours has ever been, when you were trying to explain something to them?
They refused to believe Danish was a language, but had no answer when I asked what was the native language of Denmark.
I had asked a girl I was friends with years ago if she had ever taken an IQ test. She said she had, then spent 20 minutes arguing with me that yes, her score was underscore, in fact 2020. Trying to explain to a friend that a big tax refund you get from withholding too much tax is not free money from the government. You'd think they'd believe me since I'm an accountant and all, but they just couldn't wrap their head around the concept.
What are some NSFW history facts that don't get taught in school?
Queen Victoria instituted a system of certifying prostitute as syphilis-free. They were called the Queen's Ladies of the Night. Many prostitutes hung the certificate above their beds as a point of pride.
If you ever visit Prague, definitely go to the Sex Machines Museum. I felt so naive of how unaware I was about how horny we as a species have been, since, literally, ever. The steam-powered dildo is a triumph of mechanical engineering.
Roman brothels had pictures of the prostitutes' specialties above the door to their room.
The political smear campaign against Marie Antoinette involved a lot of dicks.
The father of microbiology, Antony van Leeuwenhoek, was the first to examine semen under a microscope immediately after ejaculating in his wife.
The inventor of the bra had a pet weapon named clitoris,